Hey, right beside me, we have a pretty covered 1962 Oldsmobile 98. That's the top of the line series for Oldsmobile. And, you know, she's been off the road since, for a while. I don't really know, but I've been told it's been sitting here, like right here in this spot since 2016, which is a few years now. Knowing what we do know about this vehicle, which isn't much actually, I'm thinking we can start it, get it running, even driving half decently in the next few days, and then use it for a night out on the town cruiser. Just keep in mind that I always use words like start and run and decently. Yeah, pretty loosely. Really loosely actually. I don't see how. Anyways, let's get going. We have lots to do. In case you're wondering why I need a vehicle to go out on the town with, well, I don't. A good friend of mine phoned me up the other day, you know, asking to return a favor. So naturally I responded by saying, beep, 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 your call has been disconnected. But that didn't. Anyways, she was telling me how she's been overworked and underpaid and just needs a night out on the town. So I was thinking that could be possible. She was telling me she wanted to do a night out on the town, like pretty swanky and retro Mad Men style. So naturally I looked up what Mad Men was and figured I think I can help out here. So let's see what we got to work with, you know. Why you? Oh, yeah. Oh, the antenna. Oh, yeah, that's a strong antenna. You know, call me Tegan and or Sarah, because all I want to do is just get a little closer here. I mean, what a beauty, eh? She is complete. We have good glass, even glass in the headlights is good. Very complete. I mean, look at this trim, you know? All the trim is here, you know? Well, I mean, she's missing a piece here, I guess, and along here and there, but really, it doesn't get more complete than this. Tires holding air, and just can't get over how rust-free the car is. You know, look at these wheel arches. Just, wow, that is unbelievable. Check it out for yourself. Oh my goodness. Is that the factory splash pan? Oh, splash pad panel? It is. That's unusual. Beautiful lines, nice and crisp. I'm a huge fan of that trim. Is this a hardtop? Yep. Got another tire holding air, and yes, wow. These little spokes here, these guys are for putting a full disc cover on, and it may have one. You know, the only rust I see, you know, it can just be washed off with a sponge here. I mean, see if this, what we got here? Got a gas cap, yep. How does it smell? Not bad, actually. What do we have? Oh my. CAA. Manitoba. Super cool. Oh, I'm tripping over boards here. That's part of the experience. Again, super straight, super complete. Check out that rear bumper. Rust free, straight as an arrow. These quad headlights are just beautiful. I think it was only the Starfire and the 98s which had the quad headlights. Quad. And I think the Super 88s and Dynamics only had the two. But this model right here was top of the line. Depending on the options of these cars, they could be over $6,000, which doesn't sound like much, but that was Lincoln and Cadillac kind of pricing, eh? We have, oh, look at this. We have trim on this side that wasn't on that side, so this is definitely a more complete side. And we have, oh, okay, let's just, oh, we can see, oh yeah, that's tire sunk, but it looks like she's, yep, she's holding air. We have, oh, more thorns. Ouch, of course we do. Yep, there's the thorns. And just a complete straight car. So, does she open? Yeah, that's great. Let's sneak over to the other side. All right, let's take a look at that inside now. Here's hoping it's just as complete as the outside. You know, she's looks nice. Come on. Oh, that's a little sticky, but oh, check that out. I mean, whoa. We're just gonna, I got an idea here. Let's just help that out a little, you know. Okay. Oh, we got, there we go. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's take a look at the back seat here too. Look at that interior, eh? Not a rip, not a tear. She's pretty complete. Clean too. Let's hop in. Look at that. We got power seats. Of course, in the 98 model here, we have power everything. Power windows. Just take a look at that dash. I mean, let's take a look. Let's just dive on in here. Whoa, that's, yep, we're in. Okay, ouch, actually. Okay. Woo. I don't know about you folks, but I kind of feel like a jukebox hero here. I mean, we have buttons galore for a heater, nice radio, and everything is just soaked in chrome, far as the eye can see. We have some incompleteness here, which is just not a big deal, really. I mean, we'll figure that out. Looks like it's got most of a heater. Well, at least the core. You know, I'm thinking if you go fast enough, if there's heater hoses on it, she'll just come right through. So that should work. We have, look at all these power options, eh? Power antenna, Wonder Bar radio, dual speakers, and we have ashtrays. That's pretty much where we're set, you know. Keys are here, maybe? I was told they're here. Oh, take a look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Let's just get my hands in here this way. No? What about this way? Yup. Got this safety, whatever, signal? Speedometer. So it's actually kind of cool, this option. Let's say if you were driving down the road and, you know, there was some sort of, whatever, construction. And the speed limit was 30 miles an hour. Okay, so you take this guy. I don't know if you can see it. If I turn this, see how it's turning up? You turn up to 30 for your speed limit. And then let's say if you went over 30 miles an hour, the thing would just buzz and go beep, beep, beep. You know, slow down, you're gonna get a ticket kind of thing. Really, really cool option. Doesn't have the AC, so it's not an AC car, but I mean, nothing in Canada really did till the 2000s, really. I mean, that's a pretty rare option. Interior is just, like I said, complete. Pretty nice. So, it's not too bad. Let's take a look in the back seat, actually. Kind of just want to crawl into the back of this thing. Like she is. Oh, man, that is comfortable. Like, take a look at the view all around. Whew. My own cigarette lighter, of course. Oops, that didn't work the way I wanted, but we'll just leave that. Clean. One of the cleanest vehicles I've seen inside, to be honest. Nothing on the floor really, except this. What do we have here? Oh, it's a fan. That is seized tight, but you know what? I'm gonna keep that anyways. That's going in my wind pile. She'll come in handy on those muggy nights. We don't see keys, but let's just, whoa, that's a bit sticky. Or do we? Maybe we do. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing keys. Look how this mice just chewed away this Ziploc seal, eh? That's crazy. We have keys. Are they the right ones? We'll find out. Look at that. First try. Okay. Yeah, we have keys. Fantastic. That's good news. All right, another tripod error here, but whatever. We're just gonna dig in this trunk. Let's give it a shot here. And oh, hang on. Look at that. We have, oh, check that out there. The original jack instructions. Super complete. Ooh, a trunk light. We have, oh my goodness. We have the rest of the heater, which is nice because Winnipeg in November, kind of uncomfortable without a heater. We have full wheel disc covers. I think there's all of them there. Let me just flip this guy down. Yup, that's wow, that's nice. Look at this. We even have the original jack here, held down by the original little wing nut. Wow, this is as preserved as they come. She looks complete and solid. I betcha this is the original trunk lining as well. We have a spare, which is, oh, that's not even a rim on that. Okay, well we'll use that, sure. We have some stop first. Dormant brake parts. Oh, right. I was told this car had 0 brakes when she was parked here, so that's expected. I mean, that's par for the course, right? So, I mean, I think we have a pretty complete project to start with here. Let's go over, let's crack that hood open, and let's see if that engine turns. I mean, it ran 5 years ago. It's got to turn, right? So, let's check her out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, turn over a 394 cubic inch engine with 10.5 to 1 compression ratio on my own, but we'll give it a shot. She may be worn out enough. We'll see. Let's bring you in. That's a 394 cubic inch Oldsmobile rocket engine. You know, this is pretty much the same block as the original rocket engine. That came out in 1949. May not look like much now, but back in the day, it was a real mover and a shaker. I mean, it basically was the world's first mass-produced overhead valve, big cubic inch V8 engine. And this just really set the pace for all the other manufacturers to kind of keep up with. And she is complete, you know, from her generator to her power steering pump. We've got power brakes back there, which is nice. Or rad. These hoses look pretty new, as some tags on them. Yep, that one's new too. The Dayco unit, yep. We have, oh, that's a new belt. And everything is here. Fuel line's hooked up, yep, to the original tank back there. That's news anyways. Got the old hydromatic dipstick back there, which we'll check out in a minute. Someone's been trying to flush a heater core, I guess. Maybe? Probably. Nothing looks chewed on or really devastated, so that's good news. I mean, other than your typical cobwebs, you know, it's very clean. Kind of spins here first. I'm thinking there's no reason why it shouldn't, so let's try it out. So again, 10.25 or 10.5 compression ratio, and she does spin. So that is good news. Well, I can't. Oh, that is tight. Oh yeah. Yep. But she turns. So I think the next step, battery, and maybe I'll disconnect that fuel line. Yeah, let's do that. I know I've said it before, but if you are starting something or you have something you want to start on a regular basis, go out and get yourself a good battery. Preferably from a reputable store, you know, nice lighting, and a washroom. Those are good signs. Normally what I like to do is take these apart, hit them really good, and just hose them down with the cleaner. These ones are sealed, so they're probably good. This one is labeled wrong. This one has no label at all, but you know, it's 2021, so do we really need to use labels? I'm gonna dump a little fuel to the carb here. See if she wants to fire on that. Why not? Again, a little 2-cycle in here really helps out. Every little bit helps, right? Let's see if she comes to life. Okay, it wanted to fire, so that's good enough for me. Gonna plumb in a fuel system here and we'll try that. Okay, disconnected the tank fuel line and have our own 3/8 plumbed in here. It's going to take a quick sec and lube up that diaphragm in that fuel pump. You can just watch it gurgle right down, and this is pretty convenient, these bottles, so oh yeah. I like to let it gurgle down in there and whoop, just, you know, give the diaphragm something to look forward to. Now, all we really got to do is throw on our electric unit here, clamp her up, throw that in the tank or jerry can, fill the bowl up, see if she runs. Now, before we do that, remember we had a low power steering pump and a low rad, so let's top those off. We don't want to be causing more problems because I'm gonna have to fix those. Got the rad topped off and everything, and topped off some of that power steering. So electric fuel pump's all hooked up. I don't know what you can see on there or not see, but let's just, oh yeah, that's doing its thing. And the bowl is filling up. Perfect. So we're gonna see if, oh, look at that, beauty. So we'll give her a little shot, you know, and see if she lifts fuel on her own. Engage fuel pump. We're just gonna feed her some more fuel electrically here and, you know, dump some more down that carb. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it looks like things are kind of leaking a little, so we may have to check into that, but let's see if she just fires and let's take it from there at least. I'm going to summon the bowl. No. Look at that. She's idling. Got a little bit of a valve train noise, but I'm thinking that's gonna quiet right out once the oil gets warm. It's pretty cold out here. I don't know if you've seen, but there were a few flakes of snow just falling. I have oil pressure according to the light, or at least I don't have no oil pressure. However those lights work. Anyways, let's let her run for a few minutes and see if that valve train noise goes away. Fast idle kick down all on her own, so that means the choke setup probably nice enough. That valve train noise hasn't gone away. There's still a bit of a tick. I'm thinking lifter, maybe stock, which not the end of the world. The valve may even need to be adjusted there too, I don't know. So I'm just gonna let her warm up for another minute or two. We're gonna see if that lifter noise dies, and just gonna let it kind of heat soak, you know? Then I'm gonna go and tighten everything up a little. See all these little screws on the carburetor? They look like they're loose or they're leaking a little, so I'm gonna tighten down the base there, tighten down all these screws on top, and that should help out a little too. I'm actually really surprised the needle wasn't stuck. I was kind of thinking that when I saw some fuel out of here. But she's lifting fuel on her own. The pump is not plugged in or hooked up, whatever. So that's good news. I mean, unless it was for that lifter, it's running absolutely beautiful. Just check out the back. Listen to her out those pipes, or pipe. It's a bit of soot, but she got some carbon out. Okay. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a bit of a snowstorm rolling in, so got this thing nice and warm. Just gonna snug this carb top down. Just like to work from the center to the edges. So she's actually taking a few turns to snug down here, so maybe this will help. She seemed to run beautifully though. Oh yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna snug down this carb base too. Oh yeah, that's loose. Okay, on the other side too. Oh yeah, that's loose. Oh yeah. Perfect. She's been running nicely. Got the air breather back on. I went ahead and just tossed that jerry can with the fuel line right there. Vent window swung right open, which really allowed clever access for that fuel line. So there is a snowstorm moving in. So I think for today, what we're gonna do is just get her out of here. Move it out of the same spot it's been sitting in for over 5 years. And then drop the oil while it's warm and come back tomorrow and take a look at the brakes. I found a bit of a surprise when digging through this, you know, putting the brake fluid in, and turns out there's no brake line here. So we're gonna, we'll cross that bridge a little later on. So, all right, I'm gonna prepare to move this out. There's a bit of a windstorm, maybe snowstorm moving in, so we have time to give this thing a quick oil change and tarp her back up here for the evening. I have everything I need for a quick oil change. I have my drain pan. Whoa. This refrigerator cardboard for my custom creeper. I like to use the refrigerator boxes because they're a little thicker than your standard box cardboard, which really gives it a touch of luxury. So, creeper in place, impact driver, ratchet, canister wrench. We're off. Oh, while I'm under there, I'm gonna lube up those bleeders because we're gonna need brakes this time. So the fresh oil and everything here didn't really seem to take care of that lifter noise, but that's okay. She's running good. We know that there's some fresh stuff in it now and a good filter on it. So we're just gonna tarp this thing down right away, and we're just gonna call it. The days aren't as long as they are now, you know, being November. So we're gonna tarp it up and we're gonna get back to this tomorrow. So we have a few days to kind of get this thing roadworthy, so we should be in good shape. Anyways, we'll see you later, eh? And yesterday, we managed to get this Oldsmobile started and running half decently. Even beat the storm, which actually just blew over us, so clear sailing ahead. So I'm thinking today we can start on luxury ticket items such as brakes, heater, and I think that's it. Oh, and seeing if the transmission shifts. Oh, and getting it to run on its own fuel system instead of the jerry can, you know, on the passenger side there. Those would be ideal. So with saying that, let's just get going. That's a lot to do. While on brakes, there's a line that's supposed to go from this master cylinder to that junction block. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's gone. So I'm gonna have to do one of two things. I'm gonna have to either go to a parts store, buy a line, bend it and finagle it in there somehow, or I can look around at parts cars and maybe I can rob something that just might work. Guess which one I'm gonna do? And parts car it is. Looks like it's there. First thing I'm gonna do is just get in here and hose it down. You know, just hose it with some trusty lube. Just when you think that's enough, hose it again. While I'm waiting for that to soak, might as well go and, you know, make life a little easier in the closing department. Oh yeah. As you can see, this Olds is a little worse for wear and has already been robbed from, you know, a time or two, that's for sure. So we're not hurting it anymore. So anyways, I'm gonna grab one of these line wrenches here, which are absolutely great for stripping all of the sides to nut evenly, and try to get that line out. If not, there's a few other cars that kind of look similar, so wish me luck. She's out. So I actually managed to come out there no problem and take a look at it. I just can't believe how solid it really is here. Perfect. So we're just gonna go and throw it in here now, and let's see what we have for brakes. Bit of an update here. Managed to get that brake line on, that little guy, and put some fluid in, and I did my best to kind of squish it down, you know, with the pedal. But it's not moving. So I'm thinking the air is really, really in that system. So I'm hoping if we bleed it, that might get us somewhere, because right now it's not ideal. When I step on the brake, the car actually kind of surges forward a little bit. So it's kind of doing the opposite of what it should do. And on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a negative 13. I'd take that 0. But anyways, let's try to bleed it. Well, first thing we're gonna do is try to get these bleeders free, because if we don't, we're not gonna be bleeding anything today. My guess is they're gonna be seized and or stripped, or both. We don't know. The first thing we're gonna wanna do is just hose it down with the lube, you know? Just when you think that looks good, hose it down some more. There we go. Oh, actually, are you kidding me? Oh, that's free. That was unexpected. Okay, now for the other side. Ow, right in the lookers. Is that free or just stripped? No, that's stripped. Oh no, that's free. Hello. This is kind of too good to be true. This is where having a friend or helping hand really makes life a lot easier. But if you don't, or if your friends are always busy, it's no big deal. Their assistance can be replaced with a stick and a rag. So the key is equal wedging in here. I like to kind of put it in here on the side and just wedge it in really tight. We're off. So see if we can get any air to this thing. We'll see. I don't know if you can see this, but see that leaking a little there? She's bleeding. Oh yeah. Thank you, rag. Thank you, stick. Managed to get some of those brakes bled there, but I did notice some mysterious things going on. Sometimes she would push fluid, sometimes she wouldn't. So I'm thinking we either have a bad master cylinder or it needs to be bled, or both. We don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and bleed it anyways, and if this doesn't work, I know a guy who collects a lot of this GM stuff, and I'm sure he'll be able to help me out and set me up with something for tomorrow after work or something. Shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, let's get bleeding here. How many air bubbles are there? Quite a few. Okay. Explains a little bit here. Okay, brakes, bled again. Master cylinder that's been bled seems to be slightly better. I mean, we've went from negative brakes to a slight bit of brakes, so I'm thinking now would be a good time to test out that transmission and give her a little bit of a run here. Managed to pop on those full wheel discs, which really add a touch of class for going down the road here. Let's see how she goes. First time on the road in many years. Oh, that sun is just, oh, it's there. It's right in the lookers. So this wound up happening. Back brakes, amazing. The front brakes, well, turns out they needed a little adjusting, but now that that's all set up, things seem to grip a little better, and I'm feeling a lot more confident in this Olds here. So with saying that, I'm calling it a night, and we'll see you tomorrow, eh? Welcome back. A little bit of a moment of truth here. Is this abandoned project car ready to go out on the town? No. But we made a promise and we're just gonna give her anyways here. So wish me luck because I'm gonna need it. Like, yeah, let's go to town. Doesn't like that second gear. There you go. Something with second gear just digs in and is very unhappy. I don't know why it just doesn't shift. Wait for it. Limp you through this. Oh yeah. That's a big hole. I actually didn't feel it. It's okay. took a break here to kind of check things over and let her cool if she needs. Doesn't feel warm, but I don't have a temperature gauge, just that light. Everything looks okay, and she's been running quite well. She hasn't even used much of her fuel yet, which is beyond surprising. So far so good. I'm gonna pack it up here and head out. Just thought this, this spot may be a good place to kind of stop and check things over, Yeah, we're good. Here we go. He's out of here, yeah.
Wow, you made it.
I know, right? I'm surprised too.
Wait, I'm not going to be on this video, right?
No. Well, not really. I mean, just like your voice. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
Fair enough then. We're just gonna scoot down there and that'll be, a night out on the town.
Man, thing runs pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been running pretty decent. Didn't even overheat or we're just about there. There we go. Just gonna coast along here. Oh, oh. And shift. Oh. Dishes. There we go. This place does look pretty swanky.
Yeah, it does.
How do I even... Oh, okay. No, I see here. We're just gonna... There we go. I think we're pretty much here. I mean...
Yeah, made it. It's gonna be an awesome time out.
Right? Ease into this parking here. Wait, I'm gonna lean forward a lot here. There we go. Can you get that? And we made it. Whew. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to fall for this Oldsmobile here. You know, she's done more than most have expected, and she's been around the block a time or two, and she's ready to break down at any given moment, which reminds me of what I look for in relationships, which explains the attraction, I guess. Anyways, thanks for coming along on this journey with me of taking this abandoned project car and turning it into a on-the-town cruiser. If you like what you see, hit subscribe and turn on the little bell one, and we'll see you around, eh?